過ぎた季節が嘘だとしても重ねたぬくもりは嘘じゃない君が残した背中の傷跡は今もずっと甘くてだからずっと痛くて
Yo, what it do, guys? It is your boy, Leon Mookie here, and I'm back with another new chapter of The Hero of Senran Kagura. And in the last part, Izuku began his first day at UA. However, it seems like many things are unfolding behind the scenes, such as, well, Mirai being Sir Night-Eye wanting, well, Mirio to keep an eye on Izuku since he'll be in the first year's class of Class 1A, with Mirio taking the words of his mentor seriously and doesn't believe he's lying to him. Not only that, Imu is starting to feel the stress and, well, neglect and loneliness, having her childhood friend still in a coma and her little sister basically being a NEET or a hikikomori. However, it seems like she has a connection towards Izuku in some way. As for Izuku, Hisashi tells Izuku that it's okay to have a harem in the lifestyle of a shinobi, given that there's a lack of male shinobi in his current generation. So him having a harem is kind of okay, but doesn't want to force his son to have one if he doesn't want one. And also meeting a girl from Hibijo being a third year named Yomi, as she plans on becoming a hero and protecting the innocent homeless of Japan. With Izuku having his first day at UA, taking on a quirk apprehension test, and also showing off One for All. However, due to his shinobi training and getting One for All a lot more early, he's a lot more used to using it, even though he hasn't figured out techniques for it just yet. Not only also that, Aizawa soon brings up that he and his classmate Sero, alongside two other boys in Class 1B and a boy by the name of Tamaki, a third year and a member of the Big Three of this year of UA, will be UA's first elite shinobi squad, otherwise known as Class S. So, with that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? Chapter 8, Elite Squads. Currently in the city of Tokyo, in one of its district cities, Asakusa, lies the national level school that rivals even UA, the national level school of Hanzo Academy, the school that's known to take normal civilians, even with those with weak quirks, and make them the future leaders of Japan. However, the school is also known to have that of a successful and well-respected hero course classes as well, just as I said before, rivals UA's. However, there is one thing that it has superiority over UA though, that it's a school that was founded by shinobis, such as the legendary shinobi who trained Izuku's father, Hanzo, as the school is named after. And currently, Hanzo Academy is getting its new elite squad, its original 5-person team. In that of the abandoned schoolhouse lies the secret HQ and training center of Hanzo Academy, where we see that of 5 young ladies. These are the 4 of them we know, while one of them is new, as with soon a man wearing that of a black suit, as the blazer is actually opened up, showing his black tie and his fully black t-shirt as well, with his white hair and his light crimson eyes. as he is the teacher and advisor of this new elite squad. His name, Kiria, as he stands before these ladies, within clearing his throat, saying, I will be calling your name, and I wish for you to react when I say it. Katsuragi, as being the bubbly / sexually harassing blonde that Izuku is familiar with, saying, Hey there, Teach, good to see you again. With then saying, Ikaruga, I am here, Master Kiria. With then saying, the two newest members of the elite squad, Yajayu, with saying, Master Kiria. Hibari, as soon this girl named Hibari has that of short pink hair and also that of pink eyes. However, her irises almost look like that of a flower pattern, almost close to that of a sakura blossom, as saying, hello, with then saying, and last but not least, Asuka, with Asuka applying saying, yes sir, with saying, now that you have a full-fledged team of elite shinobis, the 5 of you will be taken on task in missions ordered by the Shinobi Council. As good shinobi, you have to live by the words that others live by. Not only that, you'll also be taken on missions that not even most heroes will, mostly take on as well. In a way, you'll be working like that as pseudo underground heroes. With then saying this, all of them couldn't help but say, yes, sir. With then saying, well, we'll start your trainings by tomorrow. So until then, get ready. Especially you two, Yajayu, Hibari. With then both girls saying, yes, sensei. With that, he's saying, now I am off. As he soon pulls something out of his, pocket, and then slams it to the ground as it being a smoke bomb. With then, as all the girls would begin coughing, Kiria soon just disappears, like he was never there to begin with. With soon, Katsuragi saying, it'd be better if he just gave us a warning about that all the time. I'm starting to get annoyed at that for 3 years straight. With soon Asuka saying, I'm surprised that you haven't gotten used to it, Katsuragi. With then Ikaruga saying, it doesn't matter if we're used to it or not. We have to be prepared. With then Yajayu saying, I'm glad, honestly, even if he's our master, something like that is totally unforgivable. What if he messes up my lungs and Izuku-kun worries for me? With then Hibari saying, oh, don't worry, Hibari-chan. Knowing Izuku-kun, he'll definitely like you. And him being more worried for you means he'll spend more time with him. With soon, Yajayu hears this saying, you really think so, Hibari? I mean, even though I'm sharing him with Asuka-senpai, I still want to at least let him spend time with them for at least a little bit more. With soon Asuka saying, hey, I'm right here, With then Ikaruga speaking up saying, still, I'm surprised that you know about Izuku, Hibari-chan. How the two of you met, actually? With then Hibari hearing her long black-haired senpai saying, oh, actually, I met him when we went to the same junior high together. Due to my family training, I don't stay in one school for long. I normally move to school before I finally settled on Hanzo Academy to finish my shinobi training as a whole. With then Hibari basically explains on how she met Izuku, as it was about 2 years ago during Izuku's second year at Aldera Junior High. With then, as Izuku is going through his hero notebooks and also his shinobi notebooks as well. With then their teacher saying, all right, everyone, I'm glad to see everyone is here back in class as always. But it's time for us to start the year off strong. today we have a new student joining us. However, she'll only be here for this year. So at least try to be friends with her, even though she won't be here once you become third years. With soon, a few of the male students saying, "A female student? Hell yeah! Hope she's hot." Oh, I wonder what her quirk is though. With a couple of female students saying, "Another girl? I mean, she probably won't be much of competition after all." With soon, one of Bakugo's lackeys come up and say, "Hey, Bakugo, you think you got new competition?" Bakugo soon scoffing, saying, "Like hell I do. No one here is competition for me. Far the hell from it. And anyone who is, I'll just put them in their goddamn place. Ain't that right, Deku?" With then Bakugo looking at Izuku, as Izuku's not even paying attention before he heard the nickname he got from Kachan, saying, "Huh? Oh, yeah, sure, whatever." As he continues writing down his books about certain techniques he can use with his ninjutsu fighting style, with even his elemental style as well. With soon Bakugo getting annoyed at this, feeling like Izuku is ignoring him. With then the doors sliding open, and soon Hibari comes in through the doors. However, instead of her bubbly personality, she seems a lot more dead inside. Not only that, instead of her hairs in the two short twin tails with bows in her hair, instead it's just her hair is basically all the way down to her neck. With soon she's saying, "Hello, my name is Hibari, and I hope you all can get along as long as I can in this school." As she soon puts her hands together down to her waist, with soon bowing before everyone in class. With then everybody muttering, with a couple guys saying, "Damn, she's actually kind of cute." With one of them saying, "Yeah, she's got a nice bod." Then one will say, "But she looks depressing as shit. I mean, look at those eyes. They're so weird." With then one of the girls saying, "She's cute. What a pain." Saying, "But not only that, she also looks like she's dead inside at that. So she's probably one of those emo girls, probably due to her quirk or something." With then Izuku looking up from his notebook as he sees Hibari, as he soon looks at her eyes, saying, "Those eyes." With soon saying, "They're the same as mine." With soon Hibari not even bothering looking at everyone else. However, once she made contact with Izuku, she soon couldn't help but actually show a little bit of emotion. And she couldn't help but feel somewhat happy in a way. As she looks at Izuku's eyes, as his eyes are almost similar to hers, as they just scream that she understands the same pain as he does. Soon after being in the same homeroom, the two even sitting next to each other, the two didn't really talk at first. It was only after their first month that the two began to talk, with Hibari's grades not really being quite good. With then Izuku was about to head back home and prepare his shinobi training, with soon their homeroom teacher saying, "Midoriya, can you come with me?" With saying, "Huh? What is it, sensei? Just come with me. I know you don't have anything else better to do." With then Izuku getting annoyed at that fact, with he does have something better to do as it's his training, saying, "Actually, sensei, I don't care. I need you for something more important. Now come on." With then their teacher began walking, as Izuku getting annoyed at this, saying, "Let's just get this shit over with. The sooner I get it done, the sooner I can get back to training." With then Izuku hating the fact that his teachers continue disrespecting him, even after having one of the highest grades in their school, Well, second highest, given that Bakugo is always first, since he's, well, constantly competing with everybody. He's still treated like he's beneath everyone else. Let's now also bring up the fact that he's somewhat smarter than his own teachers, given everything. Given that if you add certain shinobi training to school and fundamental things, it's not that hard to figure out some things and be superior to even your own teachers. With then he goes through the teacher's office, where then he sees Hibari standing right next to their homeroom teacher's desk. As Izuku was surprised when then as their teacher saying, finally you showed up, saying, Midoriya, I need your help to tutoring Miss Hibari here. With soon Izuku saying, can I ask why? Well, after the first month here, it seems like her grades are not so good. And not only that, when her parents found out about this, especially her father, they weren't too obliged about this. Originally we tried to explain that she just has a hard time focusing in class. Within them saying that we're not doing our jobs teaching her. So they said that if she wasn't doing so well, he most likely might cause the school some trouble. So we decided that she needs a tutor, somebody to teach her, and many of us teachers are too busy to do this. So we asked you to do it instead, and since you have nothing important to do after all. With then Izuku saying, you're just shoving this onto me without even asking if I have anything important to do. Saying, oh please Midoriya, you don't need to be so coy. After all, you are quirkless. It's not like you do have anything important. With then Hibari looking at Izuku saying, quirkless? With soon Izuku saying, that's not a damn excuse. With then realizing, but if she needs help, then I can't just... Soon Izuku taking a deep sigh saying, fine, I'll help her. But only for 2 months. After that, I'm done. I won't be doing anything else. At least until midterms are over. Saying, excellent! That's what I expect from the second best student in this school. Nothing. With then Izuku saying, if I'm just the second best, why not just ask Bakugo to do it? Of course the number one student should be better than the second best. With then their teacher saying, well, you see, we don't want to cause Bakugo any trouble or problems. After all, I could stress him out. So you doing it instead, it seems a lot more liable and a lot more understandable. You get where we're coming from. With then Izuku internally thinking, yeah, it's damn favoritism. You want him to be so good, so able to gain as much popularity for this dead-end school, you're willing to do whatever it takes. Even shove me under the goddamn bus just so nobody else thinks about him. With then soon, Izuku saying, fine, I'll do it. I'll get this over with. With then saying, excellent. Here are the books that in the courses she needs to go over. As he gives him at least 2 algebra books, one science book, another on that of world history, Japanese literature, and also English as well. With saying, well, if you excuse me, I need to get going. As he could also hear, as Izuku using his heightened senses and hearing, saying, can't wait for another good day of drinking after work. I wonder if I can get lucky this time. With then Izuku saying, worthless teacher. With then looking at Hibari, with then she looking down saying, I'm sorry if I'm causing you trouble. With then Izuku looking around, seeing that there are no other teachers as their homeroom teacher was the last teacher here at the school, with soon pulling out one of his scrolls. With then he soon tosses it into the air as he soon throws the books into the scroll and saying, don't worry about it, it's not a problem. As each book goes in, they soon disappear. With then soon Izuku saying, with then Hebrew saying, wait, that was. With then Izuku saying, it's my quirk actually. I keep it a secret so people don't bug me and my childhood friend Kachan doesn't bother me as well. That's all. With then saying, that wasn't a quirk. You use ninjutsu actually. With soon Izuku saying, you know ninjutsu? Wait, saying, I'm actually a shinobi in training, to be fair. It's one of the reasons why I don't stay at one school for long. With then Izuku saying, I thought so. To be fair, I'm actually quirkless as well, but to hide my quirkless fact, I have my eyes kind of make me look like I do have a quirk. As Izuku looks into her eyes, but then Izuku begins to blush, looking straight into them as her eyes look beautiful, to be honest. With then Hebrew saying, but I guess they look weird and don't look normal for a person that should have eyes like this, so I'm saying beautiful. With then she's saying, wait, what? What did you say? With then Izuku saying, I'm sorry, I just said that your eyes look beautiful, but I mean, if that makes you uncomfortable. With soon Hebrew saying, no one's ever said that about my eyes before, not even my own family, and this is supposed to be a genetic trait to allow us to use our unique ninjutsu ability. With soon Izuku saying, well, to me, they look beautiful. They honestly kind of suit you, to be honest. With soon hearing this, Hibari was completely caught off guard as her face begins to blush, her heart begins to race, and she couldn't help but crack a smile, something she hasn't done in years. With soon he's saying, we still have time, so why don't we go to the library and go over at least one of the subjects first, and then tomorrow we'll be able to do another subject. But soon Hibari is still in a trance before shaking her head saying, yeah, definitely. Thank you, Midoriya-kun. With then Izuku saying, you can just call me Izuku. I don't mind. Saying, okay, Izuku-kun. With then, after that day, Izuku and Hibari became friends as helping her with her studies as she gained her first true friend in years. Not only that, even gained her the ability to smile once again and be happy around her. With not only that, her being happy also improved her ninjutsu training, actually. She's still pretty clumsy when it comes to fighting, actually, but when it comes to her family ninjutsu trait, though, she actually improved in that quite a bit. Where she was already destined to be the heir, she now had the respect to actually gain to be the heir, especially from her older siblings who thought little of her at first. And then after their second year, Hibari had to move away. However, there was one thing she regretted. She never got Izuku's number, never got to say thank you to her first crush, her first love, or even got to confess either. With that, she soon finishes her story telling her new friends and team. And that's how I met Izuku-kun. I already told Yajayu-chan about this, so now I'm telling you the three of you. With soon, Ikarika couldn't help but feel sad, but also happy at the same time, as Katsuragi, it completely has tears watering alongside Asuka as well. With then, Asuka and Katsuragi go to the bubbly pink net, as they hug the girl tightly, saying, "That's so sad and so sweet." With then Asuka saying, "That's what I expect from Izuku, always helpful and always caring and sweet." With then saying, "It's true, definitely. Playboy really does know his stuff after all." With then soon Hibari saying, "Playboy? I don't remember Izuku being a playboy. With then Yajayu saying, oh, right, Hibari-chan, I need to tell you about my relationship with Izuku. You see, I'm not the only one dating him. With soon, Asuka also feeling nervous too as she stopped hugging Izuku, saying, you see, actually, I'm dating him too. I'm one of the first girls that I confessed to him, and he accepted me to be his girlfriend. I also grew up with him as my childhood friend as well. With then Hibari hearing this from Asuka, and not only that, Yaju also explains that there are several other girls that are in love with Izuku, being a girl from Gessen Academy, being Yumi, and also two other girls who were Izuku's childhood friends as well. With then Hibari can help but say, oh, I get it. But I don't mind sharing Izuku, especially if it's with you two, since we're friends after all. With then Yajiyu and Asuka were completely caught off guard, saying, within Yajiyu saying, you really mean it, Hibari-chan? With soon Hibari nodding fiercely, saying, with then Asuka saying, well, I guess we need to introduce you to Izuku if we can. With then Ikaruga saying, not so fast. Even though we don't need to start training, we at least need to understand our strengths and weaknesses before we start training tomorrow. With Kirya Sensei, with then Katsuragi saying, seriously? We just started. And plus, don't you want to see some loving drama? And I know you're more dying to see Izuku than anyone else too, Ikaruga. As Katsuragi basically, shakes her eyebrows at the long black-haired girl, with then Ikaruga blushing for a split second before the blush soon faded, as then Ikaruga saying, I don't know what you're saying, Katsuragi, but we don't need to stay here for long. Let's just show each and every one of us our Shinobi transformations, and then, if the three of you wish to go, then go. We'll show off our skills, our weapons, and our techniques. Simple as that. Will that suffice? With then soon all girls nodding. Not only that, somewhere in the outskirts of Tokyo, where normally a place where it shouldn't be, in the middle of spring actually. However, it's still snowing and it feels like it's still winter. As this being Gessen Girls Academy, a more traditional Japanese school, and being an all-girls school as well. Also being a girls' school that has that of a hero course, not on the same level as that of Hanzo and UA, but still well known and respected. Also, one of the best female girls' schools for Shinobi training. With then, currently, the school has now shown the list of the new Shinobi squads of the school, as the 5 girls being Yumi, Yozakura, Morikumo, Shiki, and Niori, with soon showing each girl together with fans as having the logo for Gessen Girls Academy on them, with a few girls feeling somewhat jealous, saying, "Aw, I actually wanted to become the elite squad of this year," with another girl saying, "We'll just have to try again next time, but it was only natural," with soon another couple of girls couldn't help but say, I mean, this is the girls who were trained by Master Kurokage after all, the original headmaster of the school. And with soon another girl also saying, and they were also trained by his student being Master Hisashi Midoriya. So So again, not too surprising why these girls got to become the elite squad so effortlessly and easily. With then Ryoma and Ryobi also looking at the new elite squad girls. With then Ryobi couldn't help but feel a little bit annoyed and ticked off at this, saying, after all the hard work we put in, we still didn't even reach the top yet. It's annoying as hell. With soon Ryobi looking at her twin sister, saying, Riona, aren't you pissed too? After everything we've done to reach that level, and yet we still haven't been recognized for our strength, unlike Big Sister. With then Riona not even actually listening, but not listening at the same time, saying, oh, it'd be okay. It'd be okay. I know it. With then soon Ryobi saying, why you say that? With then Ryoma couldn't help but stand up, saying, because I have faith. And Master Hisashi still haven't abandoned his training with us, hasn't he? With then Ryobi couldn't help but say, I guess not. With saying, so we still have a chance. And besides, I still wonder if Master's gonna show up one as well, especially if all girls are part of the elite squad. With soon Riona couldn't help but imagine Izuku as he basically had looking like that of a domineering attire wearing all black leather, as he has that of a whip in his hands. With then look as Ryobi also wearing that, having that of bondage wear in her lacy bra and panties with a with that of a ball gag in her mouth. With soon within Ryobi basically kicks Riona in her butt. With soon Riona basically whelps in pain at least a little bit. With soon Ryobi basically stomping on Ryobi's butt over and over again, saying, you dirty little dog bitch. I know you were thinking about Izuku this entire time. Don't think you're gonna get away with it so effortlessly. You got it, you stupid bitch? With soon Riona begins whining, and mostly in pleasure, saying, aw, Ryobi, a little more, please. Just a little bit more. With then soon many of the female students, seeing on the actions of the twin sisters, just continues walking away, as this is basically a normal occurrence at Guessing Girls Academy. Currently with the new elite squad, Miori couldn't help but jump around, and that's of joy, with soon saying, we made it, we made it, we made it, we're all together again, yay! With soon Morikumo actually saying, of course we are all together. We've shown that our true strength, power, and abilities stand above all of the pitiful women of this school. With, as she says this in all confidence and with no stuttering and shyness, as she usually is always. The reason being, she's wearing her Oni mask right now. As Saki soon speaks up, saying, dear Morikumo, dear, I think you should calm down at least a little bit. We know that you have found a newfound courage and confidence wearing your Oni mask in public, but you're being a little bit too intense there, sweetie. Try and, lower it down at least a little bit, would you? With then soon Morikumo looking at the Valley Girl blonde, with then saying, I will at least try, Shiki. With then Yozakura and Yumi are actually standing right next to each other, with Yozakura crossing her arms below her ample chest, with then saying, I'm glad that we're all together like before, but now that we are all, but it also makes it sure that we were all destined to be together, thanks to Grandpa's training. With then Yumi saying, It proves that we are destined to eliminate all evil shinobis. Everything that Grandpa taught us won't be for nothing or in vain after all. Within, all the girls looking at Yumi. Within, Miori saying, but didn't Master Hisashi tell us that Grandpa didn't want us to follow his ways entirely? Or am I missing anything? I know I'm not that smart, but... With then Tsunchiki saying, totally. I totally remember Master Hisashi saying that, but it just feels wrong going against what Grandpa's taught us after everything he's done for each and every one of us. Within, Morikumo saying, true. And let's also bring up the fact that Izuku is an independent shinobi. That means he works with not just us good shinobi, but also evil shinobi as well. And they can manipulate him. With hearing this, Yumi saying, I will not allow that. I refuse to allow my darling Izuku to be manipulated by those evil, corrupted bastards. With then, soon, Yozakura saying, it's only a chance. And honestly, I doubt that will happen, Yumi. This is Izuku we're talking about. The same person that believes in the ideas of justice and giving people a second chance. He's a hero at heart, through and through. With soon hearing this, Yumi begins to take a deep breath before saying, you are right. You are absolutely right, Yozakura. Thank you for your words. With soon Minori grabbing Yumi's hand as she having that of a cheerful smile on her face. With soon Yozakura, Shiki, and Morikumo all come together as the supposed adopted sisters. They have that of a group hug together. With, however, in the main hangout of the elite shinobis of Gessen Girls Academy, is this being Hisashi saying, even after all the training I've done to prepare the girls, I still didn't erase the training and mentality that you put in them, Master Kurogake. I'm sorry, but I believe the only way to bring them out of it is that they hear it from somebody that they love, that they truly love. Either from you, or rather, as he soon thinks of his son saying, Izuku, please, set these girls free, after all. And leaving from Gessen Girls Academy, we soon go to Hibijo Clandestine Girls Academy, or as it was a girls' academy. Since the beginning of this year, just starting today, Hibijo will now be a co-ed school, allowing male students to come to the school now. Not only, it was also a prestigious hero school as well, with the added of male students. It'll basically allow more, income to come to the school after all. However, a certain man isn't too happy about this. Happy that the fact that now that there are males in his school, in his place of wonder, now that he's not too fond of sharing his toys, as he likes to say. This being Dogen, as Dogen began smoking a bit of cigars in his chair, with soon he's saying, Suzumi, enter now. As then the armored clad woman known as Suzuki soon enters the Dogen's office with saying, what is it, Lord Dogen? Saying, I understand that the elite squad that you trained for this year has grown exponentially, actually. Especially since you brought in a little stray, saying they have grown quite strong and quite effective in battle. So you have nothing to truly worry about. Saying, I understand that, but I'm a little bit worried. With then soon she's saying, worried, my lord? Why do you say that? Saying, worried that my property my girls of my school will basically be in the hands of the little bastards that think that they can be in my school. I would hate that they would be distracted by any of the riffraff here, with then soon Suzumi being annoyed at the man's, arrogance and audacity, thinking that, but keeps it to herself, saying, "Do not worry, I have trained the girls to focus only on the mission, only on their training, nothing more and nothing else. However, they do need time outside of doing missions to focus, so I will give them that. At least allow them to continue to have their free time, after all." With then soon Dogen saying, yes, I understand that. That's understandable. I was just a little bit worried for them, since the new changes that we had to add, so we didn't lose finances for the school. With then soon Suzumi saying, "Well, since we are losing quite a bit of funding due to the lack of not many female shinobis will turn evil, especially the lack of evil shinobi families as well have been on the decline lately. We had to find a way to replenish our numbers, allowing male students who are also evil shinobis to come to the school, regain our numbers. And so I hope that is understandable and fair." With then soon Dogen saying, yes, I absolutely get it. I just don't like it. That's all. But to let this frustration go a little bit, I may have a little bit of fun. Send me a couple of new female students of the first years. I like to test them. With then hearing this, the woman couldn't help but click her tongue, quietly saying, "As you wish, Lord Dogen. I will send them from their dorm rooms to your private quarters immediately." Saying, "Excellent. Actually, there's something else I wish to bring up. This year, we'll have a new contract for some new allies who need our aid." With saying, who would these allies be? Saying, you'll know their name in time. Once they strike, that's when I'll tell you." With hearing this, she didn't say, "As you wish." With then soon, will that be all? Saying, yes, you can go now." With that, she soon is done kneeling, and then goes out of the dark office room. But soon, at least a little bit more light have actually started to shine. As then the woman couldn't help but sigh, but then removes her helmet. And then we finally see the woman out under the samurai armor, as she being a young mid-20-year-old woman with that of short purple hair, a beauty mark under her right eye, and her crimson red eyes, with saying, "That man, always so arrogant, always so full of himself, and always feels goddamn entitled. But it can't be helped. Hibijo needs him to continue for the finances and for the equipment and clients as well. We can't continue not relying on any of that, especially on the day that the Yoma do return." With soon, she's saying, "I also better go speak with the girls. The school days probably ended, and they probably were preparing for their first mission." With soon, she leaves and heads to Hibijo's secret hideout lobby for the shinobi students. With then, in their main lodge, lies that of 5 girls. These 5 girls being Izuku's first true childhood friend and current girlfriend, Homura. Izuku's former friend from Aldera Junior High, Mirai. 2 girls that Izuku has had contact with for the past year and even today, being Hikage and Yomi. And last but not least, a girl with that of dirty blonde hair, as she has that of a lab coat over her Hibijo uniform. Her name, Haruka, with soon Homura kneels down alongside Mirai, Yomi, Hikage, and Haruka, with saying, "You can stand, girls. You don't need to do so." As with then soon Homura saying, "Thank you, Master Suzumi," with then she's saying, "And you don't need to be calling me by that is either. You can call me by Ren while we're here." With then soon Mirai saying, "So what is it, Master Rin?" With then she's saying, you have an assignment. However, originally was planning on giving it to you today, but I will give it to you tomorrow instead. Tonight, this afternoon and evening, get some R&R. Have some time to relax. After all." With then soon Hikage saying, "Relax? What should we do?" As she says this in not even an emotionless tone. With then soon she's saying, "I can't really say. That's up to you to do, Hikage." Within Haruka saying, "Oh, that's great. That gives me enough time to work on my new experiment. I'm actually thinking about doing something quite interesting. If we get that, since we have the time off and some time to ourselves, that gives me more time to work on it. I'll see you girls later. Ta-ta." With then Haruka soon leaving as she soon heads to her private quarters. With then soon Yomi saying, "Oh dear, I guess I should remind her to make sure that she can eat actually." Oh, with then Mirai saying, "Just don't go crazy on the damn bean sprouts, Yomi. For God's sakes, woman. There's more to eat than just, bean sprouts." With then Yomi feeling offended, saying, "But bean sprouts are so easy and cheap. You can also make them with literally anything." With then Homer saying, No, you can't. They're really bland and stale. They may be healthy, but they're bland and stale. I rather prefer if we can have some meat." With Yomi saying, "Am I being personally attacked here today? Did I do something wrong?" With then Hikage saying, "Bored now, going to sleep. Bye." With soon the snake, as she soon takes a huge yawn, within showing her snake-like tongue once again, before heading to her room, as her ample chest basically bounced for at least a little bit. With soon Rin couldn't help but say, "Like I said, take the time off and relax. That's all I'm asking. Just until we start your mission. Also, a bit of a heads up. Lord Dogen has contracted us with a new group to work with. I don't know their name or what their purpose is, but be prepared if it goes south anytime soon, and eliminate each and every one of them if need be. Our existence must be kept a secret as Shinobi, good or evil or rogue or independent as a whole. Is that understood?" With then the three remaining elite girls can up and say, "Yes, ma'am." With that, soon the armor-clad girl soon heads to her private quarters as well. Back at UA, with then Izuku saying, "Wait, UA's literally getting an elite squad full of shinobis? But not just that." With then Izuku looking around saying, "It's all going to be us guys? No girls?" With then Sen saying, "Okay, I'm new to the whole, shinobi thing after all, since I don't know anything about this, but why was I chosen? Or why was I picked in the first place?" With then soon Aizawa speaking up saying, You were chosen because your reaction time in combat is quite surprisingly good, to be fair. There are many students in this school are still that of normal civilians. Like I said, we didn't really gain a lot of shinobi students. Good, evil, rogue, independent. they're all the same. However, none of them stood out except except you five, especially you, Kagura. That's why you're here. And not only that, each and every one of you has a skill set that that could help you in the field. After all, with hearing this, soon, Sarah saying, "Can I ask what are those skill sets?" With then Aizawa was staying quiet for a bit. With then Tamaki couldn't help but say, 3, 2, 1. With saying, "You'll have to figure that out yourselves." Within hearing this, all of the guys couldn't help but be shocked, surprised, with their jaws drop. Within the four of them saying, "Seriously? You're not gonna tell us?" Within Tamaki saying, "No point of trying to get our teacher to open up. After all, this is just how he is. It's how he's always been. And I wasn't even in his class for the past 3 years. Lucky me, actually." With soon, Aizawa saying, "I'm sorry. What was that, Amajigi?" With then soon, Tamaki can up say, "Nothing, sir. I'll stay quiet. I'll shut up. You won't even know that I'm here." As he soon goes back to his corner and wall, feeling depressed and sad. With then Izuku saying, "Oh boy." With then Izuku saying, "Tamaki-senpai?" With as he places a hand on his shoulder saying, I hope that whatever all the things that you've learned, I'll make sure to take them to advice. So, whatever you got to say, I'm willing to listen." As Izuku bows his head in front of the third-year student and Big 3 member. With then Tamaki saying, "This kid, he doesn't even know anything about me. He expects me to know a lot of things about being a shinobi." With then soon, Kybris comes up saying, "Yeah, me too. I mean, I don't know anything about being a shinobi at all, so I want to figure things out myself. So you think if you guys could help me out, especially you, senpai, I really appreciate it." With then Tamaki saying, "Even him too? Oh man, what have I gotten myself into? I can't handle this." With soon, Tamaki feeling like the moment to cry. With soon, he has that of remembering about his best friend, Mirio Tokuda. With soon saying to never give up and to always have confidence in yourself. After all, they're working hard to become heroes, and the heroes help those in need, even their fellow heroes as well. With hearing this, soon Tamaki gets out of his funk for at least a little bit, saying, I'll at least try my best to help in any way I can. I swear it. Just don't expect a lot out of me, okay? I'm just not that confident in my skills." With soon, Hiru couldn't help but say, "Oh boy, if this is how this elite squad is gonna start out, I'm not that confident, but I'll at least try to do what I can." With then Sarah saying, "Oh boy, it looks like we got our work cut out for us." Within Aizawa saying, if the 5 of you are starting to get along with each other, this makes things easier. We're going to see what you're all capable of. I've prepared at least a 5-step obstacle course race to test on what you all are ready and all you need to be prepared for." With then soon, everyone is shocked and surprised, except, Tamaki again, saying, "Now then, let's get ready. Midoriya, Sero, don't need to worry about your PE uniforms. You have spare ones down here as well. So go to your changing room. Go to your private quarters. You all have your own, and you'll be able to decorate them how you feel like it as well. So get going. You're all gonna need it." With hearing this, everyone couldn't help but be shocked and surprised. With then saying, What did we get ourselves into, and how is he our sensei? 2 hours later, soon all 5 of them began to leave, with then as all of them are completely and utterly sore. With then soon Izuku saying, if this is how our training is going to be like, both as a hero and as shinobis, I think I'd rather stay a hero instead. With then Zero saying, ditto Midoriya, I feel exactly the same way you do. With then Kagura saying, ugh, God, I've never overworked my quirk so much until today, especially since I wasn't even prepared today. With then Hiro couldn't help but say, tell me about it. Plus, if this is, I don't mind working as a shinobi, especially here at UA, but I really hope it doesn't really take up our time in other classes as well. Within, Tamaki couldn't help but speak up saying, that's to be expected. I mean, this class just started this year, don't get me wrong, but I was one of the students that were trying to help prepare for the class after all. And not only that, I did hear that Principal Nezu does want to train the next generation of not just heroes, but also shinobis. With then soon Izuku saying, the principal even knows about shinobis? With then Tamaki saying, the class wouldn't have begun or even, got off the ground if he didn't, to be fair. So yeah, he definitely knows about them. With soon Kagura couldn't help but think, damn. And this is how, so there's literally a world of shadows, a world of heroes and villains and rogue and vigilantes, basically are shinobis. And now we're being into this world, or rather at least me, because I just figured this shit out today. God fucking damn. With then soon Izuku saying, Kagura, if you do need any help, we will help you. Right, guys? With then Hiru saying, if you like, I could give you a, rundown on how a shinobi transformation is like. It's pretty easy once you get used to it. Trust me. With soon Sarah saying, I'm also good with handling kunais and shurikens and many other ninja tools. Just hit me up. Just call me and I'll give you a rundown. But then Izuku saying, I'm also really good at using elemental abilities too. It does take you a while and there are a bit of trial and error, but just talk to me and I'll do my best and what I can do. With then hearing this, Kagura couldn't help but say, thanks guys. Also, I think we should try and introduce ourselves direct this time instead of being forced to. But then soon, Kagura stands up saying, the name is Sen Kagura from Class 1B. I plan on becoming a hero, and I also am training to become a powerful martial arts hero as well. It's a pleasure to meet you all. With then soon Izuku speaking up saying, I'm Izuku Midoriya. I'm from that of a small shinobi clan of independent ninjas. But I rather train to become a hero more than a shinobi itself. But if I have to train to become a shinobi here at UA while also becoming a hero, then so be it. With then Sero saying, I'm Hansa Sero. I'm from that of a low-ranking shinobi clan, actually. We're neither good nor evil shinobi, not even rogue shinobi either. We're just like Midoriya, we're an independent shinobi family. So we're kinda used to, so we don't really get much jobs, to be fair. But I did want to become a hero, more importantly, and see what I can do to help others with my shinobi abilities. With then as soon the other one speaks, Hiro speaks up saying, my name is Hiro Ren. Well, like I said before, I'm half Chinese and half Japanese. On my father's side, I'm Japanese, and on my mother's side, I'm Chinese. My father was a shinobi from a good shinobi clan, to be honest. So I worked hard to live up to my family's expectations of me. But when I, however, when I wanted to become a hero, my family was all on board and supporting me on that as well. They just wanted me to become something that would be, well, honorable in the family's eyes, to be fair. So, yeah, with then everybody would say, ouch, that's harsh, man. With then soon looking, as all of them soon look at their senpai, with then saying, oh boy, I'm not really good at speaking, but I'll try my best. I'm Tamaki Amajigi. I'm a third year student here at UA. I'm also wanting to become a great hero too. At first, I didn't think I had the heart for it, but as time went on and I began being inspired by my childhood best friend, Mirio Togata, who's also a member of the Big Three, I decided to live up to his expectations and become somebody who can stand by his side. After all, with then hearing this, Izuku couldn't help but have memories flash in his mind about the time when he and Bakugo were still close childhood friends, standing by each other's sides, dreaming of becoming heroes together. However, that all shattered and break, with then soon Izuku shakes his head as he soon remembers the new friends he made, the new bonds he created, and the new relationships he's now built from those bonds as well. As he can't help but smile, saying, well, it's glad to meet each and every one of you, and I hope that together you become a great team. With then soon all of them couldn't help but nod and smile as they continue walking to the entrance of UA. Within soon Izuku began seeing two figures that he remembers as it being two of his girlfriends, being Asuka and Yajayu. However, there's a third figure there too, as his eyes widening, as it being Hibari, with then soon Sarah saying, oh boy, look at those ladies. But then Kagura couldn't help but blush, saying, oh damn, I didn't think that girls would be waiting here for us. But then Hiro Ren saying, wait, those uniforms, are they from Hanzo Academy? With then Tamaki can up and say, yeah, they are. What are Hanzo students doing here? But then Izuku couldn't help but speak up, saying, they're here for me. At least two of them are. With soon Sarah saying, wait, they're here for you? Why you say that? With then Izuku's face begins to turn red for a bit as he scratches the back of his head, saying, because they're my girlfriends. With soon after Izuku said that, three of them couldn't help but scream out, huh? And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Let's read them. Also, sorry that this isn't another action-packed chapter. I wanted to save the action-packed chapters for later. And also, this is more of a chapter to introduce each Shinobi squad. Mostly for my viewers who don't know much about Senran Kagura after all. You got the Hanzo squad, the Hibijo squad, and the Gessen squad. So yeah, and now added the new squad being the UA squad. So yeah. Also, I've decided on another thing. I'm going to try and give each of the UA squad their own harem, actually. At least a few of them, actually. But it's going to be hard, mostly because they're all going to be girls from the Senran Kagura series. And I found out that there are so many teams, so many goddamn teams, that there's so many of them. I don't even know what to say. So I'm going to try my best, research each and every squad, and see on who would be a good pick for these guys, after all. I'm already at, not only that, there's still more to come from this series too. So if you guys like this, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification to keep up to date with my videos when I upload on the channel. Also check out my Discord, my gaming channel, main channel, and Patreon. All linked in the description below. So, with all that said, this is Leon Mookie, signing out. Later guys, and I hope you all take care.